What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be talking about my 2025 bow setup, what I'm going to be shooting and all that good stuff. We're also going to be going back here to the mock scrapes later on in the video and pulling the cards out the camera, seeing if we got any deer on camera. But I want to go ahead and talk about what I'm going to be shooting for this upcoming deer season. Same bow I've been shooting for the past 5 or 6 years, guys. It's the Sandalita Dragon XA. Excellent bow. I've killed a lot of nice deer with it. I did a couple upgrades with this bow this year. So the first upgrade I did is I switched out the sight right here. This is from PSE Archery. So the one thing I was going for this bow was trying to get everything camouflaged on it. Looks really cool. So right here, it's completely camouflaged. You got your 3 pins, which I got that dialed in for 10, 20, and 30 yards. You got this circle ring right here that glows in the dark. Plus it has this little light right there for low light conditions. Pretty cool little setup. Like I said, it's from PSE Archery. Another upgrade I did is the arrow rest. The one that I had on there was the original one that came with the bow. It wore down. Went ahead and swapped it out for a camo one. Another upgrade I did, guys, was the stabilizer. This is a 5-inch stabilizer from SAS. Excellent stabilizer right there. Pretty cool stuff. I love it. It balances everything very well. I swapped out my bow sling from an orange one to a green one. Just kind of matches the arrow. For this bow, I'm shooting 70 pounds and it's a 28-inch draw length. Got my little stabilizers up here as well, one on the top, one on the bottom. Helps cut out that vibration, but that's pretty much my basic setup. As far as my quiver, my arrows, still got the same quiver on there that I've been having on there for forever. This is from True Glow. The arrows that I'm shooting is these Walmart brands, the Wolverines, but they fly excellent. Killed a lot of deer with these arrows, and I figured if it's not broke, don't fix it. So this is what I'm going to be shooting this year. As you can see right there, I got the BMP on there for the T2 from G5. And that brings me to my broadheads. So right there, you guys, I'm going to be shooting the T2s from G5s. It's just something about a 2-blade expandable. These are rear deploying, no collars. So these right here, they have no collars, no bands or nothing. It's rear deploying. So if something was to happen and they don't open, it's still going to get a nice cut on there. But as you can see, that's the T2 from G5. As far as my release, I am shooting a True Fire release. Black and camo. Got the Velcro strap. Pretty basic stuff, pretty standard. I don't really like the ones that you hold and got the button push. I've always been good with the Velcro strap, so that's what I stick with. But one more basic rundown on the setup real quick, and we're going to take a couple shots. We're going to go back here, pull these cards, and see if we got any deer on camera. Alright, one more final breakdown of this. Like I said, I got the True Glow quiver, got the Wolverine arrows right here. I'm going to be shooting them T2 G5s off that thing. Sandalita Dragon X8 with the upgraded sight. Pretty awesome stuff. 3 pins. Nice little arrow rest, all in camo. Green sling, upgraded stabilizer right there. Got your limb savers, one on the bottom, one on top. Once again, I am pulling a 70-pound pull of a 28-inch draw. So let's go ahead and shoot this thing, and let's see how she's shooting. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and sling a couple arrows down here. As far as my rangefinder, I got the Vista. Excellent rangefinder. I've used it for about 3 years now. Very accurate. I love it. One thing you're going to notice that I do shoot with the quiver off is just something I've always done. I feel comfortable with. Nice shot. Alright, you guys, not some bad shooting with that Santalita Dragon X8. Two things I forgot to mention while I was doing the breakdown with the bow is that I kept saying that the arrows are Wolverine. That is true, that you can get them at Walmart, but they are made by Carbon Express. Also, if you're wondering, my wrist sling that I'm using is made from 10-point gear. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Let's go ahead and go on back here. Let's pull these cards and see if we got any deer on camera. Look at all this freaking tall grass I've had to walk through, guys. Goes all the way down that trail. I'm out here in shorts. I know I probably got a bunch of chiggers on me. Goodness gracious. Alright, you guys, we're heading on back here towards the back. Pull these cards. Guys, if you have any questions about my bow or my setup or anything that I'm going to be using, make sure you drop it down in the comments and I will try to answer your questions to the best of my ability. Spider webs. That's why I brought a stick. Also, guys, follow me on Instagram. Check out all my stuff over there. I post a lot of things, stuff that I'm using. Also, if you guys want me to include some of the stuff that I'm actually going to be hunting with other than my bow setup, make sure you put it down in the comments. For this video, I just wanted to do kind of a basic rundown on my bow and my general shooting setup of what I'm going to be using for this upcoming season. We're also going to go back here and try to see if we got any deer on camera. It's been about 2 weeks, maybe a little longer, since I've been back here to check the cameras. If you guys have been watching for a while, you probably would have seen a couple weeks ago I came out here. More spider webs. Goodness gracious. You probably would have seen a couple weeks ago that I used some of that Evercom and rutting buck, made a really nice mock scrape. Also have another rope mock scrape from Hodag. So I want to check up on all that. Look, we got some turkey feathers. Check that out. Got some turkey feathers right there. But yeah, I figure I'd come on back here, check the cameras, since it's been 2 or 3 weeks since I've been back here. And let's just see what's roaming around the area. So, we're almost back here. We'll see what we got. Oh, look at that turkey feather. I'm gonna keep that one. Found that right up along this trail right up here. So the turkeys have definitely been back here. Alright, so here's the mineral site right here. And I'm not seeing too much tracks or anything. I don't know if anything's been back here or not, but right over here is the mock scrape that we hung up. There's that rutting buck down there in that scrape too. Got the Evercom up top, which I made a whole video of setting this thing up if you guys want to check that out, from Conquest Scents. I used a whole scrape maker kit on that. But right here, looking over everything, is my handy dandy camera. So let's go ahead and pop this card out and let's see if there's anything on there. Alright fellas, I got good news and I got bad news, and I'm going to need your guys' help or input, feedback or whatever. The good news is we do have deer on both cameras. The bad news is I'm here at the Hodag rope scrape and the deer are not coming up to the rope, but check this out. Can you guys please tell me why it looks like there is mold growing on this rope? This might be the reason why no deer are coming up to it. I'm not sure though. I need your guys' help. Please put it down in the comments. Have you had a rope from Hodag to do this to you? I mean, if you guys seen the videos, you seen I literally took it right out the bag, hung it up, and I would say it's been out here maybe a month. But I noticed when I came in here about 2 weeks ago, it was growing little spots on it. So you can see little spots starting to grow down here. The only thing I put on it right here was a little bit of Evercom, which that wouldn't do anything. Like I said, it already had spots on it, but it's like there's mold growing all over it. I mean, this is supposed to be a hemp rope. It's supposed to be a really nice rope. I don't know if you guys have used Hodag system before and this has happened to you. Like I mentioned in that video, this is the very first time I've ever had a rope mock scrape. I don't understand why there's mold growing on it, you know. I didn't douse it in any type of moisture. The only thing I got wet was this with the all season scent was down here. I didn't do the whole rope or anything, so I don't understand why that's going on. But from the camera, which I'm going to show you guys, we got a possum that's playing up here on this limb. Also got a squirrel playing around on this tree. It set off the camera quite a few times, and I got a nice little buck coming through right through here up along this trail right here, but he doesn't even acknowledge the rope. But over there at the mock scrapes where we were just at, we got a few little does and maybe a small buck. I can't really tell because I got a screen right here on the camera where I can check it in the field, but I want to blow it up on my laptop back at the house so you guys can get a closer look at what's going on. But yeah, if you guys know anything about this right here with the mold and stuff, please help me out. I'm thinking about just taking the whole rope out of here. I'm probably going to leave it up for now, let you guys comment and let me know what I should do with it. But the deer are not even acknowledging this at all. So either, and I know they're in here, I know this is one of the main trails and stuff, but I don't know if I should move it maybe 40-50 yards to my right, closer to the mock scrape where I'm having activity, or if I should just rebait it up with some all season scent and just see how it goes. Because right now they're just now starting to transition kind of sort of into that fall transition where they're changing their course up and stuff. So I don't know what's going on, guys. I know this is a really good hot spot, but I don't understand what's going on with this rope right here. But we're going to go ahead, head back to the house. We're going to take a look at some of this footage that I got, and we're going to go ahead and wrap up the video there. By the way, guys, if you did not know, I have a second channel, Mikey's Huntings. If you're into ghost hunting and paranormal stuff, make sure you head over to my paranormal channel. The link is down in the description, along with my Instagram and all that good stuff. But head on over there to that second channel. Make sure you subscribe. Check out the stuff that I got going on over there. Little shameless plug I wanted to throw in right there. But we're going to go ahead and head back to the house and take a look at this footage. Alright, you guys, we're going to go ahead and start off with some of these boring pictures and stuff, and we'll work our way to the good stuff. As you can see, we got a squirrel that's smiling for the camera right there. There's another squirrel down here at the bottom. Now, this is the camera with the Hodag mock scrape. Yeah, this is the one with the mock scrape, the Hodag rope system. So you can see the rope right here. And actually, if you look close enough, you can see it right there in the middle that's starting to, I guess, mildew and get some of that mold on it. Let's see what else we got here. Alright, we got a video. We got the squirrel down there. So it looks like a squirrel triggered that. Alright. Alright, so that's just a squirrel. I think that's me when I was leaving and setting the camera up. There's me. Oh, we got a deer right here in the side. You can see the glowing eye. See it walking off. The trigger on the camera took too long to go off, so I can't tell if that's a buck or a doe, but that was moving down that main trail right there. But as you can see, the deer is not even acknowledging. Oh, it looks like a doe. There's a picture of it. I don't see antlers on it. Nice sized doe though, if it is a doe. This was on July 2nd, about 11 o'clock at night, I would say. Let's go to the next one. The next one I think should be a video. There we go. Oh, there he is. Look at that big old buck walking down that main trail. Now, if you guys have been following the channel for a while, you will know I have a deer named Dodger. And I believe this is him. He started out as a basket buck. Look at that deer. Got a nice rack on him. But see, I'm not sure if that's him or not, but I have seen him this year. Just from this video. I can't tell because it's like his G2s are curled in, and I can't tell if they are on this video. But if not, I'm thinking about naming this deer right here Slingshot, because I mean, you can see right there. You can see how, I mean, the camera's kind of blurry on my end too. I don't have the best video of him, but they come out and they kind of do this right here, just like a slingshot would. See if I can get a couple different frames. But he looks like a nice 6 or 7 pointer. Hell, he might be an 8. I don't know. But unfortunately, this is the only video I got of him, so I'm going to run it one more time. And guys, you know me. I'm not out here trying to shoot no freaking trophies or nothing. We're just trying to put meat on the table. And I mean, that looks like a really nice buck to take. This is also on July 2nd around 11:10, 11:06. So a couple minutes after that other doe came through. One more loop of him. So that's a nice buck in the area. Now here we got a stinking possum up on the tree right there. Look at him. Let's see if we got a video of him up there dangling around with the daggone rope. That's funny right there. There he is. There's a video of him. Look at that possum go. He's determined, ain't he? Look at him. He's trying to get that rope too, boy. Look at him. Oh, he got it. Well, you little bastard. Look at him. That's funny. Look, there he is again. That is funny right there. Is that all the pictures I got? I believe so. I believe that is everything I got on this camera. So yeah, there's the video of him. And there's another still picture of him climbing down the tree. So yeah, I think that's all we have on this camera. We're going to go ahead and switch the cards. Oh, there he goes jumping down. There he goes. We're going to go ahead and switch the cards, and let's see what we have on camera at the mock scrape in the mineral site where I use the Evercom and the rutting buck from Conquest Scents. Alright, well, the first photo is me. Or the first video is me. That's when I went out there checking it. Or I think that was the day that I was setting everything up, getting ready to leave, when I filmed that video, putting out that mock scrape. Alright, so here we go. So we got a doe. Looks like we got 2 does and a little fawn. Look at that fawn. She's all over that mock scrape. So is this one. She's on the mineral site. And that little fawn is just all over that rutting buck right there. That's pretty cool to see. Let's see, we got a video of them right here, I believe. Yep. Yep, 2 does. And they're just checking everything out. Fawn comes over, checks out the mineral site. That other doe is all over that mock scrape there, the rutting buck and the Evercom. It's really cool to see those products work in the field though, you know what I mean? Especially if I'm comparing it with the Hodag stuff. I mean, the Evercom and the rutting buck, everything from Conquest Scents is really doing well. It's always worked really good for me. Alright, here's another picture of another doe. And don't pay no attention to this date down here at the bottom if you guys can see it. I totally forgot to set the date and the time on this camera. But it's pretty cool to see him coming out during the day. Okay, here's another video of the doe. I think this is a different day. Might be the same day, I don't know. Doe's checking out the mineral site. She walks off. Some really young deer. And I think that's going to be it for that video. See, right behind this pine line, guys, there's another trail that they like to walk up and down. They like to walk right up through here. This is another main trail that goes. This is the backside of the pines. And they like to use this spot as a bedding area and also as just a spot for them to stay in cover. It's really thick up in there. That was one trail that Dodger would go down for the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. Oh, look, we got some nighttime footage. That's a fat doe right there. Checking out the mock scrape. See if we got a video of her. But like I said, it is really freaking cool to see these deer interact with these products, and, you know, it speaks for itself. You can see that it's working, and she's licking on the mineral log and stuff and checking things out, doing deer things. And there she goes. She walked past the camera. I don't see any more movement back there in the back. And that's going to be it for that video. And there's me today going out there filming, and I think that's all we got on there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's me. So pretty cool stuff, man, if I do say so myself. Pretty awesome. Alright, you guys, how about that? That was some pretty cool stuff. So we went over my bow setup, shot a few arrows, checked the trail cameras, got some footage of some deer. We're about 2 weeks away from September as I'm recording this video, so by September through September, I'm going to really expect these deer to go through their fall transitions, and hopefully we can get some more on camera. Like I said, I'm going to go back out there. I'm going to refreshen the mock scrapes and all that stuff. I want you guys to let me know about that Hodag rope system that I got out there. Should I keep it out there? Should I rebait it with some more of that all-season scent? Or should I just take it out the woods altogether? But yeah, we're going to keep the cameras on them. We're going to go back out there in another 2 or 3 weeks, check them again, see what else we got on camera. Hopefully we got some more bigger bucks on camera. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button. Drop me a comment down below. Like I said, if you got any questions about my gear, my bow, my setup, or anything of that nature, put them down in the comments. I'll try to answer them to my best ability. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Got a lot of cool content coming for you guys, so make sure you're part of the outdoor family here. Also, follow me on Instagram. Link is down in the description. Check out my paranormal channel. Make sure you subscribe to that channel and this channel. All the links are down in the description. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.